Greetings, YouTube. Happy Saturday. I'm finally next to my computer, home from having lunch with my family. And I have to say, it's kind of scary when you check the Line app and there's like 30 messages from people like, Prof, I can't believe you haven't reviewed this. It's like, I try my best to be as quick as possible, but I guess the sacrifice of being quick normally is that if you have to wait a couple of hours because you're out having a life outside of the game, people get mad. So I just ask that you remember I try to do both. I try to have some semblance of a healthy life outside of a mobile video game that can easily run your life and your schedule. And it is without further ado that I talk about another deal that, of course, is made to take your units before July 4th. Now, here's the deal. I've had some people tell me, Prof, I think this deal's amazing. And I'm like, are we staring at the same deal? Because let me break this down for you. We have two prices in today's bundle for those of you who are uncollected. I am starting these bundles with this screen from now on because people will message me angry that they don't know why they can't see the deal. Well, if you're not uncollected or higher, meaning uncollected or cavalier, you will not see this offer, and that is why this is news to you that this offer exists. But the amount of units you're going to have to spend on these is equivalent to $50 or $100. And so we are less than 2 weeks away from July 4th. And because we are less than 2 weeks away from July 4th, it is important for us to think about what we can get for this same amount of units, especially the same amount of price. Keep in mind that the reason why July 4th, along with Cyber Monday now, are so amazing for Marvel Contest of Champions are that not only do you get the units you would normally get with the prices that you spend on units normally, but you get these amazing throw-ins. And in the past, for $100 or 3,100 units, we got not 2,000 6-star shards, but 2,500 6-star shards. And one would think that it would have to be at least that. Ideally, it would be twice that since the game has quote-unquote evolved. You get 5,000 5-star shards plus the units. Those are just bonus items. Now, I realize that some of you watching this are free-to-play players. You're not going to buy that deal because you're not going to buy any deal because you can't afford anything. If that's the case, I still say that the unit offers for July 4th should be better than this, unless you're just so close to taking your Tier 5 basic up that you need, 9,000 or less, or 4,500 or less, to form your second fully formed Tier 5 basic, or your third fully formed Tier 5 basic for your 6-star rank 2. Then I guess it makes sense, but I still think we're going to have plenty of opportunities to see both Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragments and 6-star Hero Crystal shards in the July 4th deals, whether that be unit-based and or the store-based, because, of course, there are cash and there are units both, and I'll be doing a video in the course of the next week at some point reminding you of what we've seen in the past, kind of predicting what we'll hopefully see on July 4th. So I'm not saying this deal is terrible, but it's actually far more average than you would think, because it's basically giving us what we've seen in the past combined for $50 worth of units. I expect them to give us the opportunity to have at least 4,500 Tier 5 basic. In fact, we saw over 6,000 Tier 5 basic for the same price just a couple of days ago. So Tier 5 basic wise, this is worse. Now you do get 1,000 6-star Hero Crystal shards, and I want to say 6-star shards can be attractive for a lot of users because they're still very rare, right? But the issue is that most of the 6-stars suck. You're never going to take them to rank 2. And even if you get like a 6-star Void or a 6-star Omega Red or a 6-star Aegon, ideally you need those champions not only awakened but at a high SIG level to be super effective. And that's just not really possible right now at this stage of the game. So it's better to wait. If this was not Saturday, June 22nd, if this was even Saturday, July 22nd, though I'm sure it's probably not a Saturday, I would have a very different conversation with you. But my goal is to be as informative as possible, to save you units, to save you money, and to give you a reason to be patient. Unless you are super close to ranking up that 5-star or 6-star, you can wait. And even if you can't wait, you probably are going to get a better value for your units. I would give both of these offers a C to C plus. And I do realize there's not just 6-star shards and tier 5 basics attached. I do realize that you get some boosts, and that's important, especially for those of you in Alliance War right now in the top tiers who probably go through boosts like they're candy. And then you get 500,000 gold, which is also about average. I would still like to see 1 million gold per 3,000 units offered. I think 500,000 gold should be the offer for the 1,500 on the left instead of 200,000. But really, if they wanted to entice us more, they needed to do something besides just scale everything exactly as it is, because there really isn't any bonus incentive to get to 3,000 unit one except for the boost, because you can see it goes from 1 to 3 and 1 to 3. Why not continue that ratio for 6-star shards and tier 5 basic catalyst fragments? Why not give 3,000 6-star hero crystal shards for 3,000 units, or 13,500 tier 5 basics for 3,000 units? That would make more sense, because you're actually, in theory, saving some by paying more. But if you're just going to get the exact same ratio, it's just really not that attractive outside of the increase in boost that you get. So I'm going to say both of these are about a C to C plus. It's not that they're bad deals, but you want to stay away from anything that's not a B plus or higher. And that is why I do these reviews. Thanks for your patience. I hope you have a great Saturday.